One of the problems we have here is that so many people are so engulfed with this world and what happens in this world. But you see, they don't understand that the world is just a shadow. Everything in the world is a shadow. It's not the real thing. It's a shadow, just like when the sun comes out like this. You walk out, you see your shadow. Or when the moon is at the very high level, through the moon, you can see your shadow. When the moon disappears, you won't see your shadow again. When the sun again disappears, you won't see your shadow again. That's one of the things humanity does not understand. That the world is a shadow. Shadow is not real. What you see in the world is not real. It's a shadow. But the problem is that many people give so much attention to it that they don't even have time to think about the one that is real, that is coming. So that's why I'm talking about the Beatitudes. So when Jesus was teaching his disciples about the Beatitudes, which is normally called the kingdom principles, in Matthew chapter 5, Matthew chapter 6, Matthew chapter 7, one of his disciples asked him a question. According to the Gospel of Luke, chapter 11, verse 1 to 13, I will go there and I'll still come back to, okay, let me start from Matthew 6, from 5. It's very necessary, because why I say it's very necessary is that the teaching I started since the beginning of this year is the teaching that has to do with perfecting the sense. Perfecting the sense. It's for perfection. So, Matthew chapter 6, verse 5 said, and when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites. That's the first thing he said. For they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the street, that they may be seen of men. Say, verily I say unto you, they have their reward. In the physical, this thing I just read is just, if you talk about this thing in the physical, you will be not just, in fact, they will say all manner of things against you. Yes, because they don't understand that God is dealing with spirit beings that are just dwelling in a mortal flesh, in a mortal body called flesh. Because God does not see us as this thing. We are spirits, just like God. Granted, we are still living in a mortal body called flesh. So he was looking at us as people that he's going to dwell with forever, and therefore started giving us the principles of the kingdom so that we get acquainted with it here. They say, but thou, that means you. He said you should not be like the hypocrites, that hypocrites love to pray, standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the street. Synagogues represent churches today, and the corners of the street, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, you my disciples, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. That's what he wants from us. Is it what we are doing? No, but this is kingdom principle.